homework with this kid. Oh, here you go.
Yelling me for what?
Yep.
Oh, my hair is atrocious. Why'd you let me do this?
Oh, I just.
Oh.
The world is going to see who we really are. Chatting Underground, concert review, Sad Summerfest, take 2.
I'm just fixing the mess. And everything is against me.
Oh boy. That's our life right there.
I'll grab it in a minute.
Okay. What are we here to talk about?
I can feel the burp. I'm sorry. Sad Summerfest 2024. If we can get our shit together.
Yay! Sad Summerfest 2024. Yeah. It was a good time. What are you doing?
Picking stuff up off the floor. I said I had to. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. I'm gonna forget.
All right. Oh.
My camera's just as bad as me. It can't focus.
Let's see this. Okay.
Are you done? Okay.
Okay. So, let's try this again. Take 2. 2.
This is 3. This is take 3, Mom. 3!
Okay. Sad Summerfest, concert review, take 3. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So, we did the thing. We drove the drive in the rain.
It's supposed to be 4 hours.
I know. Okay.
But somebody can't math.
No, I can math. What I did, I've tried to explain this. I cannot look at Google Maps at night
And expect the daytime results to be the same?
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Yeah, so it, at 8 p.m. the night before, it looked like a 4-hour and 45-minute drive. At 8:30 the next morning, turned into a 5.5-hour drive.
6 hours since we got stopped so many times in traffic.
Yeah. And all that rain. Oof. That rain. That tropical storm that came through. It rained all week long. It was awful. I was so nervous that they were going to cancel our show and reschedule it. Their counter plan was move it from the outside venue to under the pavilion, which I will say their pavilion was really nice. It had lots of seats, which was nice, but like the whole drive there, I just kept worrying. I was like, they're going to cancel this. I'm not going to be able to go. I'm going to have to file a claim for the insurance that I paid for the tickets. I was nervous until we got to the door. And then we were late. I was like, this doesn't math right.
Missed the first 2 bands.
I was so sad. Yeah.
The devastation was real.
It very much was. Like, I was so sad when we were pulling in and I was parking and I'm walking and I'm like, I'm hearing the music and I was like, I am so sad. So yeah, we missed the first 2 bands. And the first 2 bands were
Diva Bleach. Daisy Grenade.
And Daisy Grenade. But at least we
Scope
got to see Daisy
Bleach
Grenade
out.
last year. You did?
That's true.
Did you like them?
Yeah, I scoped Diva Bleach out. I do like them. It gives me the vibes of like. Have you heard of the band called Hey Monday?
Mm-mm.
It gives me the vibes of that band, and I love that band.
Hmm.
So like, have one of Davy Bleach's songs on my list. I don't remember what the name is. I'll have to find it here in a minute. But it's definitely worth listening to. I'll send it to you.
Okay. And then we missed Daisy Grenade, which makes me sad. But we did get to see them last year. But I would have loved to have gotten to see their new stuff that they have, like all their new songs that they've put out. But I still think that they are like a heavier version of the Schoolyard Heroes.
Like gore wise, yes.
Right, like lyrical wise, that's who they remind me of. Obviously, neither of those girls have like that opera style voice that the Schoolyard Heroes front lady did, but
right, they definitely do the wordplay with it all. And they're super
like that kind of twisted lyrics. That's fun. Definitely a band to listen to check out. I totally rock my hoodie from them all the time now. I love it.
I have mine hanging up right there. I see it every day.
So yeah, so we'd missed them. We got there, we walked in, fans were just changing. And first band that we get to see is
Hot Milk. Hot Milk. Yes. They played my song. They actually played like all of them.
They played all the songs I knew. I was thoroughly, that was a good show. I liked it. Not what I had envisioned in my head. Tiny little brunette with tattoos all over her body, and that was not my brain. My brain, I need to stop envisioning what these people look like on the other sides, because then when I see them, I'm like, oof, that is not what my head came up with.
So my brain knows, because I watch all the music videos, because like when a band comes out with new music that I follow, I'm instantly going straight to the official music video, the premiere, like for Pale Waves. And when Breathing Underwater came out, I was on the premiere.
So they were fun. I like them. I like that she took like moments at each side of the stage to let anybody who wanted to get those really good concert pictures, they could get them of her. Like I did notice that, and I really like that. Rather than just like hanging out on just one side of the stage, she was kind of like back and forth the whole time.
She was all over, and so was the other vocalist. He was all over too, and he'd sit there, right there on the edge of the stage, do the same thing.
Yeah, they were very fun. That's one of those bands that if we got the opportunity to go see like a longer set, I would love to. Kind of like we got to finally go, take that advantage and go see Pale Waves and Paris together, and they each had like that longer set. And it's so nice to like these.
It's kind of like the demo of going to Sad Summer Fest. Is like the demo of, do I want to go see these bands again? Absolutely.
Right, like that's what a festival kind of is. It's a short, like dip in the water of what they're all about, and you can kind of decide if I want to go see them or I don't want to go see them. So up next was the Somerset, and I don't remember catching much of theirs. I think we had wandered off to go find food.
How? I'm always eating.
I know, so I can't really give like a good experience from that band. I'll go ahead and go check them out.
I was gonna
just
do
so
the same
I
thing.
can know, like, whether or not it's a band that I would like or not. But I didn't really. I was honestly stuffing my face with nachos because I'd been driving for 5.5 hours.
And then Real Friends came up on after them, and I did listen to them, and I liked their music. I liked it. I just was too busy staring, trying to, a little bit. But I was trying to get the jalapenos out of my nachos. I could hear it, but I wasn't, like, focused.
Right. Like, we just weren't really focused. The next one that I think we actually paid attention to was We the Kings.
Yes.
Yeah. I did know a couple of their songs, but it was one of those, like, I know the songs, I don't really know the names, and I had never put, like, the band name and the song together. It's like, kind of like I knew it in passing, which made it kind of fun. I was like, oh, I do know these guys. This is a really good song. I like this song. So they were fun. They had really good stage presence, I thought.
Like really stopped quite often to talk to the fans and everything and get the crowd going.
And And I do notice that about the bands that come to Sad Summer Fest going in 2023 and 2024, that the bands are very personable.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're on the stage, they're really trying to be engaging with the fans that are like right there in like the mosh area or general admission area. They're very engaging with them. And then if you catch them, at the merch booths, the ones that hang out at merch booths, they're very chit chatty. They're very engaging, it's so nice to see, I think. Get out of it. And We the Kings was followed up by the Wonder Years. We sat for those guys. At that point, we had made our way to the back kind of area of the amphitheater and sat down, and we just kind of found ourselves in the chairs. I think we were stuffing our face with ice cream. Honestly, we ate a lot of food that day. We had found the frozen custard at the amphitheater. It was very tasty.
I was like, what is the hell is custard? And she's like, it's ice cream. What?
Yeah, it's a type of ice cream. Oh. So we did watch the Wonder Years. I like them. They were fun.
I didn't put my sign in the door saying I'm busy.
Oh, okay. They were fun. I wasn't real familiar with any of their music. I did not do my due diligence in checking out bands before the festival. This goes back to I was really worried that they were going to cancel the festival because that storm was coming through the East Coast. So it was one of those like nerve-wracking things. I'm pretty sure too the Wonder Years was when I was trying to book our hotel. Our weekend was a mess.
Yeah, because you weren't going to book it until the last minute because you didn't know if we were ever going to make it.
Right. I didn't want to book a room like 3 days before if there was a chance they were going to cancel it because I can't get hotel rooms back.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then the Maine came on.
Yes. Yes.
And as they're setting up, they're like putting all this intricate stuff up the front. Like they got flowers along the entire front side. And then they got this giant like tapestry that goes up that says the Maine is dead. No, they're not. I think it's for their upcoming. I think they're releasing another album.
They might be, but they do have a song called Flowers on the Grave. Which I'm
that might be the play on.
Yeah, in my brain, when I saw the flowers and I saw that sign that said the Maine is dead, that's what I thought about. I was like, it's got to be that song, Flowers on the Grave. But I will tell you this and scream it to the ceiling. I abso-fucking-lutely love the Maine.
Like, I can't believe he jumps into the crowd both years in a row. And then, not only this year did he go a step farther and have one of the guys come up on the stage from the crowd and sing a song with him. Like, he took it farther.
He had some chick come on the stage. And I still do not know what the back of that shirt said. But he pulled her up on stage because she was wearing the same shirt he had on. I'm like, what does the shirt say? Anybody that was at Sad Summer Fest on August 9th up in Maryland, tell me what his shirt said.
You spent the whole time they were on stage just zooming in. Can't sit. You won't sit still. God damn it. Even going to the big monitors to try and find it, and you're struggling.
I know. I'm like, just stand still backwards for 5 seconds and let me see what the back of your shirt says.
I'm too dyslexic to read from that far.
Oh, I could have figured it out. But I love them so much. I love his charisma on stage. I love his stage presence. He is so amazing. Like, he gets in there, he gets the crowd, he talks to everybody, he gets them going. My favorite phrase and catchphrase right now is because of him. Do you remember when he had the guy up on the stage?
Yeah.
And he asked him, he's like, you don't remember MySpace, do you? And the guy was like, no, I don't. He's like, you're a TikToker. He goes, no, I'm a punk rocker. And he comes back with punk rock, not TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I love it.
That's good. That's a good one.
Right. I need a shirt that says punk rock, not TikTok. That's awesome, you know. And then he had that guy on stage, and he was singing a song with them, and they were dancing around. That made that man's night.
Mm-hmm.
That boy that was pulled on stage, that made his whole concert for him, that moment in time. And I just love that he does that. I mean, he did it last year when we were at the one in 2023. He ran all the way to the back last year and spotted out that little boy that was there and had a conversation with him. That is just that type of person. Like, they should all aspire to be like that.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Like,
you know, and then this year he got down in the mosh pit with him and was like, let's dance, guys. Let's have a party for a song.
I mean,
and then got back up on stage.
Basically.
Right. And then got back up on the stage afterwards to finish his set. But he had been down, rubbing elbows with everybody. That is just, I love it. And I have to assume that is his stage presence at all shows, not just at Sad Summer Fest.
I would assume so, considering it was the same as last year then. Yeah.
Hands down, I would go to another show with the main any day. Like, hands down.
Absolutely. Absolutely is.
And then we dipped out. We were tired. We started getting hot at this point. We'd walked around, and we dipped before Mayday Parade actually took the stage.
Yeah.
But we had an hour to drive back to our hotel. None of our math wise this trip at all. Like, I don't know what was going on with time that weekend. But we got back to the hotel in our hour. We ordered food. And when we went to head out the next day, it tells it, you know, I didn't even Google how long the drive was. I was like, get me back to 85. How do I get to Richmond? 3 hours later, we're in Richmond. That section from once we hit 985 to Richmond, where we were going 15 miles an hour, that was stupid.
I think there was a point where we were literally stopped for 30 minutes in the same spot. Don't lie to me.
And to top it all off, it was bright and it was sunny and it was warm outside, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm sitting there dying.
Like, this is not what I drove up here in yesterday to go to this concert. Where was this weather yesterday? So, you know, their rescheduled show they had on Saturday, they got the better end of the deal. I was so over it. The show was fun. I did get to introduce you to the guys from Punk Rock Saves Lives.
Yep. And the puppies.
Oh, and their puppies. Their puppies were really cute.
I like that they gave me some fucks to give.
Yes. And some ducks.
My duck is over there.
That's so wrong to call her a duck.
That's so messed up. I have the little duck, you asshole. That's staying. I'm not cutting that out.
You do you, boo.
I'm gonna get beat up. And it's okay. Just means I can call my boss and be like, I can't come into work today. Why? My mommy got me beat up.
Yeah, it was fun. I still have to set up a time to get David from Punk Rock Saves Lives on to chit chat with us. He's been out of town, so we're giving him an opportunity to get settled in. But I think that will be fun to find out a little bit more about that cause and what they do, since they do hang out a lot of the punk rock festivals and spread the good word. And they have a whole table of just free stuff.
Yeah. And then you donate the $10. You can get
so many stickers from that show, but they're all buried. I do love all the merch that we get.
He said it lights up, and I was like, we need it. My mom's going to want it. It lights up.
It lights up. Make America emo again. Yes! I agree.
Thought it was the same as last year. No. It lights up. Yep, my mom wants it. Put it on tap.
You know what, though? I got home. It was either I got home or I looked later that night, and I can still get the ones that just say the main, that are the Silk fans.
Online?
They still have those online, and they're only $20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Add those to your collection.
I'm going to go with the other one, because I have the satin one that says Make America Emo Again from last year. Mm-hmm. And then I want to get, like, some picture frame stands that I can, like, open them up and set them on the stand so they can be displayed. So, yeah, they do have that. There's a couple other... Hi, world. They do have some stuff on their merch store that I like. So I might go back in and order some extra main merch. But, bye.
I'm just going to keep pressing the create a marker button.
So I can get the satin pan, like I was saying, for $20 online, even though their merch table guy told me I couldn't. I think maybe he just said it at the time so that we would buy this one. Just probably. To get that solid, what, 30, how much is it? $30?
I don't know. I didn't care. I didn't care what it was. I knew it lit up and you were going to be like, I want it.
Yeah, right. To go along with my light up Sad Summerfest hats. I always end up we always go to shows and end up with so much merch. Eventually, I'm just going to have a closet, and it's just going to be merch from the shows.
Mine's all hoodies.
We'll have a wall full of concert posters. I really wish I could find concert posters for Sad Summerfest, but I didn't see any around.
I have over 22 hoodies right now.
All from shows. I only get one hoodie a show. 2. That's crazy.
I usually buy a hoodie from each band that I like. Okay?
I should drink my soda.
That's depressing.
Yeah. I have enough t-shirts now that I am really considering, when we go back to South Dakota, taking a bunch of my t-shirts with me and being like, Scott, I need another hoodie made.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same at some point.
I think at some point, though, I want to, looking into, like, our future a little bit more as we, like, build up the podcast and the show a little bit, and we can do things, I wouldn't be against a collection of our shirts going into a hoodie to raffle off.
I'm totally down with that,
Like, I think that would be something fun. To do as like an end of the year.
So buy an extra at some shows.
Right. Pick up a couple extra shirts at some of these shows and have Scott put it together for us. I want to be able to give back to people as we're on this adventure with everybody and sharing everything. So yeah. But that was our little excursion to the edge of DC and Maryland for Sad Summerfest 2024. We really paid attention to the bands that we honestly 100% went to go see.
And that's the sad part. We're supposed to be discovering new music.
Yeah, I know.
I will admit, I was
actually
exhausted.
Discovered some new music in the last couple weeks, so.
Goodbye.
And we did an awesome interview today with the members of Babe Haven. Like, we're still discovering new music out there.
I discovered most of mine because you just add it to my like list on YouTube, and I open my YouTube and I'm like, this wasn't the last song that was supposed to be on here.
Ooh, I need to add a new band too. Carver Commodore. Just wait. They're fun. You're going to get to meet them. They're coming on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. We have good things in the queue coming up, so it'll be a good time. Keep us busy for a couple months. So I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add to our little adventure? Potatoes? Potatoes.
I'm a potato.
You're a potato.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Besides, like, the delay on the episode that's supposed to be posted that I haven't gotten.
Yeah, next year we're getting VIP tickets to Sad Summerfest.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hang out in the VIP lounge. We missed it this year. That's what all those inflatables and stuff was back in the corner where we couldn't go. I was like, I want to go up those stairs. And they were like, no. And I didn't realize that it was a VIP staircase until we got to the top. And then I happened to look over, and it was VIP section area with like a whole bunch of crazy inflatables. And that's where the Sad Summerfest teddy bear was. Saddington, he was back there.
That's some bullshit. We missed Saddington.
We missed Saddington. So next year, we're getting VIP tickets. So there is that.
Fine. I vote no more DC concerts.
I don't know about that.
That's my vote because that traffic kills me. It kills my soul on the inside.
Yes, it
like
does.
At that point, I could walk faster than your car can drive down the interstate.
Yeah, the traffic there is really bad. Okay, so we just need to make sure that my planning skills are more on par. That was such a long week. That was such a long week. You have to remember that week, I was having to still get up every single morning early. I was getting Bishop off to school and getting Grandpa to the VA for his treatments, and then still getting to work. And that was the last week of it. So it was such a long, drawn out week.
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks took all my money that week. I wish I could have tipped the ladies at the VA. So anybody that has to go to the VA hospitals where it says you cannot tip these ladies, ask those ladies if they have Venmo and tip them anyways. Because they are probably not getting paid shit. But the ladies that were at the Durham VA were on it. After like the third day that they saw me for that 6-week period, I would get up to the register and my drink would be done. And it would literally be, do you want a cream cheese, an apple, or a cherry Danish this morning? Like, they knew me. The whole time I was like, I just want to tip you ladies so much. Like, you have no idea. My drink is already ready, and I can just get downstairs and get this check-in and this paperwork every day done. It just...
That's awesome.
Starbucks took so much money from me that 6 weeks. You have no idea. At like $10 and $12 a day. And I was there at least 4 days a week. It's so expensive. But I didn't have time to eat.
Nope.
So I was just like out the door. I had to eat when I was there. And just to know that they saw me and they were like, I got you. Like, I love you ladies so much. Venmo is a thing.
Venmo, Cash App, Zelle.
Right.
All the same thing, almost, basically. I think. I don't know. I don't use them.
I use Venmo. Venmo is a PayPal thing. Like, it's a partnership with PayPal. But so by the time that we were getting to the point where we were ready to go to that show, I had just come off of 6 weeks of everyday drives to the VA with Grandpa.
You were used to that caffeine overdose.
I was so tired and I was so wore out. It was so hard for me to even be like, I want to be here, because really what I wanted to do was just find some place and just be like, I don't have to do anything today. Not a damn thing. Here I am in the middle of fucking traffic in DC in the rain trying to get to a concert.
With your kid in the passenger seat being a smartass.
Right. Like, I just...
20 minutes into the drive, are we there yet?
Right. I was like, don't start with me. Don't start with me. So, for me to be at the show and get to see the Maine and experience them on stage for that hour and 15 minutes, for the hour and 15 minutes that they were there, for me, that was like, okay, we're here. We're good. Life is great. You guys are awesome. So yeah, at that point I was in a good place and I was happy with where I was, and honestly leaving early, I was okay with it. Somewhere down the road, I'm sure I'll get to see that band and be able to be like, yes, they are so worth checking out live. Hot Milk is so worth checking out live. Daisy Grenade is so worth checking out live. The Maine, abso-fucking-lutely go check them out. Absolutely. Do not hesitate. You run to get your tickets to go see them, because you will not be disappointed in the show. But for me, on a personal note, I was just at a point where I was just exhausted. So that hour and 15 minutes of the Maine was a perfect reset. Leaving early and getting pizza was a lifesaver. I was so excited for pizza. I was like, I'm good. So yeah,
When we rolled up to the hotel, and I'm like, I want food, but I'm not going nowhere. And I ain't trusting a third-party delivery service this late at night to bring me food.
Right.
What's nearby?
So for my kid that works at Marco's to be like, let's get Papa John's, I was like, yes, please.
I was hungry.
That was really good pizza.
I would have rather had work pizza, to be honest. But food is food.
Right.
I am picky.
So
Papa John's isn't bad, so don't get me wrong.
Right. Right. It was a good trip, though. Overall, it was a good trip. We don't have any more out-of-town trips planned. There's a couple local shows here in Durham that if you guys
When's
make
Babe
it for...
Haven in town?
I don't know. October 4th or 5th, they have their show at the local 506, and it's a part of a drag show. It's like the Rocky Picture Horror drag show. They do have it listed on Instagram. Go check it out. Go find out. Upsall is going to be at Motorco on September 21st. I'm totally going to go see that. And Rhett Miller with his band Old 97 or 97s, Old 97s. They're going to be in Raleigh on September 22nd.
That's my calculator, not the calendar.
So those would be the only 3 upcoming shows that I have, like, kind of tacked on my calendar, would be those 3. So, like, the 21st and the 22nd of September are back-to-back shows in Durham, and then the local 506 is the show in Chapel Hill. That's that tiny venue we went to go see Ice Hot to Kill at.
I loved seeing them.
So, yeah. That would be our concert adventure. You good?